Okay, hi, my name is Daniel Levy, Good Mood Coach, and we are here to learn to begin a class on All Will Be Well. This is from a beautiful book, Positive Living by Shlomo, Eliezer, Schick, the Tzaddik, the righteous, saintly teacher who left this world a number of years ago. But he left us with hundreds of pamphlets and booklets of his teachings that help us bring faith and psychological healthy ideas and practices into our life. And we're going to blend this into our psychology, into our clinical practice and our tools, and together, hopefully, we'll grow. Thanks for joining us. Daniel Levy, the clinical director of the Integrative Counseling Center. Here we go. We're going to first, number one, here we go. Accustom yourself. If you have the book, it's in the essay. We're happy to send you a PDF, page 228. My dear friend, accustom yourself to say all will be well. Allow nothing that occurs to you, either spiritually or materially, to discourage you. Instead, tell yourself all will be well. With your acquaintance with this course of action will help you succeed in all of your endeavors. We're going to go through this whole page and we're going to come back and go line by line, and we may stretch it out because there's so much to learn from most sentences here. Also, console and encourage others, inspire them with the idea that all will be well. The power of speech has great potential to give hope and courage. By advising people not to worry and informing them that all will turn out well, you make a real change in their lives. Habit is akin to second nature. When a person habitually believes that all will be well, he will really be able to improve his situation. Therefore, if you concentrate the thought that all will be well and you speak to the effect to others, then everything will truly turn out for the best. Now we're going to dig into this and make this real. All right, let's hear his introduction now. All will be well. He says, explaining the high level that a person can reach when he fills his mind with the truth of God's existence and encourages himself to trust and believe that all will be well and not allow himself to be disheartened. The first thing we need to know is I'm having a lot of uncertainty. Uncertainty equals doubt. Doubt. This world is certainly full of uncertainty and doubts. I mean, look what's happening with the presidential election. I mean, who's the real president? Oh, it's kind of obvious. But, and what's going to be, and is there going to be like this whole conspiracy army militia attack? And what about COVID still going? Second wave, third wave, herd, no herd, distance, social distancing, everybody's going crazy. And whether or not a person has a great life or a horrible life right now, uncertainty is the plague of our whole society. We have nothing to lean on in the physical world. So if you're a God-seeking person, as we are, my family and my community, we need faith. We need faith because something that's certain is the only thing I can lean on. Certainty or truth is going to be grounding, and falseness and deception and doubt is very ungrounding. So our goal in this tool to help you and ourselves with stress is to get absolute certainty. But what can we be certain of? The great world religions and spiritualities all agree on one thing. There is more. And everything that's happening is part of a plan. Karma, divine providence, codependent origination, the egg, the primordial egg that split, the Kali Yugas, all these things. Whatever's happening, there's a plan. Every single spirituality and religion believes that there's an intentionality and something more. And if you're listening to that, I hope that's who you are, because that's who this course is for. And guess what? That's the first thing to work on. God knows what he's doing. God knows what he's doing. That's what I'm working on, and join me in it. God knows what he's doing. Does God really know what he's doing? Yes. God knows what he's doing. So if God knows what he's doing, then my life, I vote for God, not presidents. I've been thinking about this for weeks. Presidents are good. We need them. Hopefully high quality, smart, responsible people. But what we really need is truth. We need to know all will be well. Why will all be well? How can we even say that all will be well? All is not well right now. Is anybody looking around? All will not be well. No, I got clients throughout the clinic. We got a woman today. She told me she's going to fire 25,000 people from a corporation, and they're using it as an excuse, right? This whole conspiracy, there's so much not well. How can I have the chutzpah to get up here and say, we're going to work on saying all will be well. Well, let's backtrack about 40 steps. Number one, right here, this holy guy guiding us, right? Explain the high level a person can reach when his mind fills with the truth of God's existence, encourage himself to trust and believe all will be well, and does not allow himself to be heartened. We're going to talk about strengthening ourselves to know and believe what we know is true. So, God exists. God exists. And we know God has a plan. And we have to strengthen ourselves to believe that God exists and he has a plan, that this is part of the plan. And that doubt's creeping in. Is this really part of the plan? This is not part of my plans. A year and a half ago, I thought, I'm going to be, going in the mountains, hanging out with clients and therapists in my office and so on. So the first thing is to know that it's all part of the plan. And to get certain about it. Because right now it seems like chaos and uncertainty, that this is not supposed to be happening. Well, this challenge is meant to be happening. The holy, saintly Chaber, he says, difficult by design, it's kasha. It's designed to be difficult life. And nothing's changed from 20 years ago. It's just that this is very overwhelming. So, first tool for today is part one of the course on here of Custom Yourself, where it all will be well, is just to remind yourself that God exists. God knows what he's doing. There's nothing that can happen in the world without God running it. And before we get to all will be well, because that's God's going to make it good, we're going to start with God's doing this. Presidents aren't doing this. Diseases aren't doing this. God's behind the scenes orchestrating this for us. And we can be certain of that, actually. And that can be very freeing. So let's strengthen ourselves today to do that. And I'll come back with another entry in a little while tomorrow. Have a great night and get out a pad of paper, take 10 minutes, go over it. All will be well because God knows what he's doing. He has a divine plan. It's not chaos throughout the land. It's facilitated chaos. All right.